Subscribe now.
Let us get the Mentalist, South Africa's Mentalist, in here, and he can help us today with a couple of things. Last week we learnt about first impressions.
So last week we discussed first impressions, we discussed the basics of reading body language, and I thought that we can discuss a technique today which will really, really transform the way that we connect with people, especially if it's people who are meeting for the first time, but we can do this with anyone, even if it's someone who we know quite well. When we meet someone, our mind starts to subconsciously analyze their face and their body for any kind of movements or expressions or gestures, anything that's similar to our own. And the reason why it does that is to determine on a subconscious level whether that person is going to be positive or negative towards us. And in evolutionary terms, this whole process is hardwired into all animals' brains as a tool for survival, not just humans. So what we do to reverse engineer the process to be able to create a good connection with people is to do what we call mirroring. And mirroring is like copying. So essentially, when you're sitting talking to somebody, or if you're standing next to them and chatting to them, you would start to mirror things like any particular pose that they're using, or you could mirror any gestures that they use.
Now, this is something I actually have been aware of before you even started talking about it, is that when someone agrees with you, or when you like each other, you tend to do the same thing. So if you cross your arms, I'll cross my arms. If Mabali and I are enjoying a conversation and we're positive about each other, if I put my hand on my chin, she'll put her hand on her chin, that kind of thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
I've noticed that.
So mirroring is not just with body language, not just with body gestures. In fact, you can mirror facial expressions. You can mirror the way that somebody speaks. So their tonality, their rate of speech, their volume. Kinesthetic mirroring is where you mirror somebody's energy dynamics. So you'd start to breathe in the same rhythm that they're breathing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
that happens?
Yeah. And basically what mirroring does is that person will just start to feel like a strong vibe. They'll just feel like there's something about you that they feel safe about, that they feel good about.
You're congruent.
Yes, congruent is a good, exactly. And the reason why is because on a subconscious level, they're seeing a reflection of themselves in you.
Right. And people love flattery.
Exactly. Well, it's on a subconscious level, isn't it? And I mean, basically what mirroring says to someone on a non-verbal level is, look at me. I'm exactly the same as you. We have the same thoughts, the same beliefs, the same attitudes.
Isn't part of it also I'm very easily influenced, and therefore you are powerful, and therefore you and I will get along?
Okay, so you've hit on something which is probably a little bit more advanced. Absolutely.
Like it's slightly submissive.
So in the right environment, then you could use, so for example, if you have a job which you come across people who complain a lot to you, if you're in customer service, for example, it's a good idea to make that person feel powerful, because you'll actually gain more influence than trying to be powerful over that person. So you're absolutely right. In advanced situations, you can use mirroring in a way that will create rapport. But essentially, if you use mirroring, you can use it either to mirror and match somebody to create that connection. Once you've got that connection, you can then either continue to mirror them, whatever they do, you do, or you can then have it at a point where you then start getting them to mirror and match you. So you'll then try to mirror a certain way. Exactly. So you would want to influence them to use certain gestures, and those gestures would influence the way that they're thinking and feeling. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense.
Hi guys, if you enjoyed what we spoke about mirroring on Gareth's show, then go to my website and watch the video called Why Do Others Yawn When I Yawn? Here's a piece of hidden camera footage from that video. Enjoy it. I was on a mission to activate people's mirror neurons, starting with my friends first. And then I moved on to target others.
Start reading and influencing people using the hidden power of nonverbal communication. Gain potent skills and insights through Gilan's corporate talks and masterclasses. Find the information you're looking for at gilangork.com.
Click here to subscribe.